Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Let's begin the special meeting, Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. Roll call, Kramer,
Here.
Ferguson,
Here.
Coons here, Service.
Here.
No other attendees are present. Let's please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. You may be seated.
We locked the door? Not
We're
yet.
not
yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not locking it?
Not yet.
When we get to executive. Oh, okay.
Okay, so review of current agenda items. So it's come to my attention that we actually did need to add a item to the agenda, which will be a discussion of a possible contract with Anthony Theodoro and a new company that he may be forming. So I guess I will move to add that to the agenda after the executive session is over.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on that?
So so then the public can come in on that particular item, or are we still in?
Yes.
executive session?
Yep.
After executive session.
They can come in there.
After, okay.
Yes, sir.
And I did want to ask to add that other small session for the potential complaints or whatever.
Okay, I mean, can that be done under the executive session?
I think you can, because it's a pending matter, or there'll be a potential, action against the city. So yes.
Okay, so, we'll accept or we'll vote on the agenda. And then in the motion, we can state the reasons that we're going into executive, including that reason. Okay, so, any further discussion on amending the agenda? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay. Any conflict of interest? You guys know it's a pretty short agenda, but if there's a conflict of interest, please declare. And then, so I guess I'll make the motion to go into executive session. So we need to consult with legal counsel again about proposed or current pending contractual matters and prepare for contract negotiations. Actually, that is not a reason, because it would not be with employees. And then also for the legal matter that Mr. James alluded to earlier.
Okay.
So
At
that's
2:05.
at 2:05.
I'll second that.
Linda seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. exit at, oh. We'll wait till somebody, is he coming in? Okay, I'll make the motion to exit executive session at 2:54.
Okay. Linda makes the motion to exit executive session at 2:54. Donna seconds. Donna seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I don't think we have any motions resulting from
Okay.
executive. Okay, let's take a quick 5-minute recess, reconvene at 3 p.m. Thank you.
She has been told that anything she hears in executive session is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just so long as it's.
Okay, if anything you may have heard about the session, I have to say, we have. One thing, you've been buried in this, that's good. She was, I had a
Very busy, huh?
little project for her.
All right.
I can always focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
Who's like that? I am. Oh, dear.
Last week, some, I don't know, on the bulletin. Oh, yeah, they caught you.
Oh, that was last year, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, it's still up there.
okay. I may have to go grab them. Then I'll.
Oh,
Tomorrow's my grandson's 16th birthday.
Oh, my.
His mommy
About 5.
had a stroke last night.
Oh, God.
God. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
The only call you need to so far would be calling.
Oh.
Talk about something that's.
Where is he going to get a stroke? So,
Your grandson turns 16. Mine turns 21 on Monday. 21.
where did the time, you know,
I don't
I
know.
still remember Brady sitting on our couch, laying on our couch. We called him Peanut.
Yeah.
And now he's stretched, he's tall and just.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know my name.
Yeah, that's just, it is.
I did talk to Chris that was in Monday. She said that Amy does still work out here.
She don't work out there?
She does still work.
Oh,
out
that's
there,
what I
just
thought.
2 days,
Yeah.
like Tuesday and Thursday.
I thought she was still on.
But apparently she's doing hair for JCPenney and has kind of set hours there, so
Yeah.
she's not too sure how that good
Yeah, I
that is.
know, yeah. I just said, you know, we are
She asked me
looking
about-
again, if
Yeah.
you are thinking you might be
Oh,
interested.
did you talk to Amy? Bye, Kim, have a good night.
I, didn't talk to her.
Enjoy this
Oh,
beautiful
okay.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
The northern lights are supposed to be better tonight
yeah,
than
it's
they were.
supposed to be tonight.
I never seen him last night, did you?
Oh, yeah, I went up on,
I'm gonna go up higher
I went
tonight
up on
because
Cemetery Hill and watched them.
What time?
It was about 6:30, I think.
Oh, that's why
I saw something on Facebook, somebody said, well, look at them.
Oh, I mean,
They had
they
posted it like
all
20
over. I said,
20
well,
minutes.
then,
Mhm.
you know, it's kind of funny
It's a lot of pictures on Facebook.
that, this, I mean, our house is, this is kind of towards the east, so, but this is over our house. Somebody took a picture and sent it to me.
Well, we were in Custer and didn't get home until, I don't even know what time it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a lot of,
Well, then we have a friend that lives up in Nemo, and It was
Oh, up there where the
posted.
dark, can you imagine? That would be beautiful.
Yeah. But they say you can't see them through your
Naked eye, you have to take the picture.
Yeah, yeah, way better.
Well, I could look out and I could see the green.
Yeah, that's about the only
Yeah,
color
how do you
you're
think?
supposed to be able to see.
Okay, I
Um,
could do the green.
I'll have to show you my,
Oh,
Yeah, but 6:20.
well, that's
that's
why.
great.
That was in Hill City, somebody had taken that at 6:20.
Yeah, there was some
That is pretty.
fantastic pictures on
And I went out, all I could see was that, I could see, and there was a, I went in my backyard and I went up on the hill, and all I could see was trees up there.
This is our friends in Illinois.
Oh, they.
Yeah, even in Illinois.
Illinois, they just can't see it.
Yeah, they had them all over.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
yeah, I was on the phone with my mom. She's
You
like,
can see them in real life,
oh yeah, you go outside. It's supposed to be twice.
looking better.
It's supposed to be double. Like,
I'm gonna be somewhere in the dark, I'll tell you that.
but so
I'm gonna go somewhere in the dark.
I spent too much time in physics classes to see it as nothing but bright lights. I know what it means. It's sketchy.
Well, this one's pretty over Aurora.
It's sketchy.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
How can it be sketchy when you can see it?
Well, it's
I mean, not everybody's eyes are seeing ghosts, so to speak.
Some people believe in them, I don't, but.
I don't know,
Yeah,
higher,
I
high
think
energy
I have
radioactive
one of my
particles punching through the atmosphere makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, we can.
Oh,
hear-
okay.
we hear-
I'll give you that.
I swear to God, somebody come in my laundry room, so I go out and check to see if anybody's in the laundry room. Who's there? It was just like somebody comes in.
Yeah, I think it's red and green is
This is all
it's all
in,
low layer deep atmosphere penetration.
in eastern South Dakota.
Okay, wow.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight's supposed to be, I mean, even last night, Arkansas.
Yeah.
For Arkansas to see northern lights.
South,
And
yeah.
tonight, it's like, they're like, Florida will be able to see northern lights.
Wow,
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Is there a
And
time
it's
that's
only
supposed to be
about
best?
30 degrees in Florida.
All night. I mean, the stores, even now, the lights are above our head. We just
Right.
can't see them because it's blue. If you see them during the day, take cover. Really? Like,
Really? Okay.
take cover, turn off your computers, turn off, disconnect the battery in your car. If you see 'em during-
Hide, hide.
Yeah, so Anthony said he'll be here about 10, 15 minutes, so you guys want to just continue to recess until then.
Well,
Sounds good.
fine.
Can't really officially discuss anything else.
Nope.
That's the one thing on the agenda, so.
Yep.
Just northern lights.
I missed it yesterday. I was at the Legion for that chili feed and they were like, it's out there. Then.
Oh, I forgot that.
10 minutes I went, no, it's gone.
How's the chili?
It kind of come and went, yeah.
The chili was good. I
Completely forgot about that.
The spicy wasn't too spicy, so I was a little disappointed.
You like spicy?
Actually,
Oh, I remember that.
I won the chili cook-off of our church, Dragon's Breath chilies.
Oh,
Really?
boy. Ooh.
I don't know, one of these days, me and Nick will turn up.
you didn't go?
No, I forgot about it. Well, he had a thing at school
Just
yesterday
thinking
morning.
about
That
it,
was
but
great.
you know what, at home, I go, oh.
They do a wonderful Veterans Day program, don't they?
Mhm.
We went to the one in Custer because that's where Lon's dad works or lives, and so we picked them up and took them to the veterans, and oh, it was a wonderful service. It was just really nice. And then we took a drive. I had driven up, you know, I've lived in this area most of my whole life, you know, and driven. I love to drive, and we had, for some reason, we went up on the road from Custer to Sylvan Lake,
Mhm.
and I think it's 87 maybe. And there's a portion on that road which I never knew until we did this here, whenever that was, a month ago, and I could see a big crane, and I'm like, and I realized that's the crane that's sitting on top of Crazy Horse,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like it's right there.
Yeah.
And it's like I had no idea that was so close to that road, you know? And so we drove mom and dad up there to see it, and they were surprised too that it was so close. And anyway, then we went to Maria's Mexican in Custer and had dinner, and it was all right.
One Mexican restaurant they've been advertising on TV.
The new one?
Holiday.
It's just south of or just north of the South Walmart there.
Well, I didn't think that was the name of this one that they were talking about,
What is it?
because I've been to that one, but
It's pretty new.
yeah, it's good.
I tried to go there with my wife and it was so active. I was like, forget it. Cause somewhere else,
But their service
hour
is
long.
fast and that food is hot.
Is it-
Mhm.
I mean, hot.
There's another new place that's like next to where the old game was. It's not. High
That's
quality.
where they were talking.
I did go there the other day with some money for lunch.
Have you been to Jalapenos in Hot Springs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that was good.
Yeah, they had a.
The best.
Yeah, we go, me and some of the other lawyers go there sometimes on, Fridays or whatever.
Mm,
Yeah, that was.
That's my favorite right there.
Pretty, those guys know us. We go with,
Yeah, they know us too.
yeah.
Chili rellenos. They make the best chili rellenos of anybody in the area.
One thing,
Oh, yeah.
Southwest,
See, I never know.
Mm,
Southwest Kansas where I used to live didn't have a lot of high culture.
Kansas.
Had a lot of good Mexican food.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Kansas.
Southwest Kansas, yeah.
Southwest.
Because that's
Okay, yeah.
where all the packing plants and stuff are, so we had about,
Mexicans, yeah.
we had a majority Hispanic population in Dodge City, Liberal, and Garden, so. I mean, if you were gonna be doing Mexican food, you better do it good, you were in competition and you were gonna lose, yeah, bad food, so. So we had some pretty good, I got kind of used to that, quality of it, but
Mhm. Do you like the one out Highway 44?
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
was
I like that
there,
one too.
when, every year we go get a Christmas tree out there, and we always make that little trip, get a Christmas tree and go to that restaurant.
Been on there for a while.
Yeah.
That one's a good one.
All food in New York is cutthroat. In New York State.
Oh, sure.
If you're within 3 hours of the city, duh.
Yeah.
If there's one thing to miss on the coast, New York pizza. One of these days, y'all experience true New York pizza. In your world beat.
So when I go to New York, I'll have to ask you, where do I get real? See, pizza's not my favorite thing anyway. I just,
Brooklyn, most places in Brooklyn are gonna be good to you. If you're in the Adirondacks, stop by the Mountain View. It's half an hour from any other town, and people drive that regularly to get the pizza
get
there.
the, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, everybody's on Lindsay's Pizza. I can't really, it's not other than expensive. I would say that.
Not my favorite. I mean, like I said, pizza's not my favorite. So
I could go for a piece of pizza from Pizza Ranch and I'm happy.
The closest you get here to New York is Papa John's. It's close
Papa
to
John's.
Papa John's. But
Okay.
they did, so the whole, like, it's a thing, right? Like a cliche about the New York pizza. They dug into the science of it, and the minerals we have in the water in the Hudson Valley aquifers change the way the bread rises, the dough rises, changes the way the cheese ferments. So it's actually
Really?
the water.
Oh, be good to have.
And I did the math on being able to ship New York water here and make.
Nowadays.
So when I go, you're gonna send me a 5-gallon bucket to fill for me or what here? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. Way east.
Oh, that's funny.
The aquifers are like 14 million years old. Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
The things that we find out nowadays that we can figure out. It's amazing, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
They aren't like they used to be.
No.
The best pizza you get in Rapids is probably that Paisanos.
Paisanos?
That's up there. People don't know about it. It's kind of hidden up there.
Which one?
Paisanos. It's like on 44 you're going out toward,
Oh, yeah, I know where it's at, yeah.
like near the.
Yeah,
Ocean
she's a big, yeah, she is a big Vikings fan. She's a nice, she runs it by herself. She's, I don't know how many years she's been in business.
It's good.
And they're very reasonable. They're very, very,
It is good to drink.
medium prices. Yeah.
Okay.
I always try to.
Yeah, it's out there right out in that square, Raylan style.
Okay.
Revolutions is all.
Back to Mexican, as far as it was, now there's 2 of them, but Albertinos. We like Albertinos too.
Yeah.
We've been there.
That one's on East.
Oh,
It's on Haynes, right?
it's on
Yeah.
Haynes,
It's
correct.
on Haynes, they got one on,
Mount Rushmore Road now.
Oh, where, what you call it used to be. Yeah, Perkins is in there, only on the other side of the street.
There actually used to be on the reservation, they had a restaurant there in Kyle, I don't know why, but it was really good. And, I guess they demolished the building, I don't know. But if there was my family, let's go in the restaurant.
It's not there.
I guess they're closed for business.
Truly, I'm not hallucinating. It really was there.
It was good. It's gone.
Darn.
Yeah. We went out to bad hands for that. Indian taco,
Mhm.
it used to be good, and I think they realized, I don't know what they did, that it's like totally different.
Yeah, she probably didn't leave a recipe with anybody.
It used to be really great, and now it's just, I don't know.
I didn't know.
We were really
it was
disappointed
so
going
open.
back to it, you know.
My least favorite Mexican is probably
Well, you
on the
couldn't-
border.
You couldn't beat Castro.
Really? You don't like that on the board?
I know. I'm allergic to so many things.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And I get sick every time I eat at that place, and Chili's every time. It doesn't fail.
What was it, paprika?
I-
No.
MSG, I know that really messes with me. But so many restaurants are trying not to use that anymore. I don't know, but yeah, I can't eat at either of those. The new one, that fancy one, or I call it the fancy one, by Walmart there. They have the best guacamole in the world.
Oh, God, they do.
Yeah.
They do. It is, and what I found, I don't know what they do different to it, but if we've had some left over, I'll take it home and it doesn't get brown right away. You know how other.
So they're putting a little bit more either lemon, lime, or vinegar in it to prevent that. Maybe apple cider vinegar.
I made guac 2 nights ago. So two avocados, then a tablespoon or 2 of sour cream and a tablespoon or 2 of mayonnaise. But I like it creamier. My guacamole.
Mhm.
I didn't know they use mayonnaise.
I don't.
Sour
Hey,
cream
Mark.
and mayonnaise. Yeah.
Never done that. Mine is just 5 ingredients: avocados, tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and salt.
Yeah, they used to make it right at the table, but I think that there's a.
I was waiting to see.
Oh, they don't do that anymore?
So I'm just gonna sit here and gossip.
But they're moving, they're got.
I talking about Mexican food.
Downtown got it out there.
We've been talking about Mexican
Down
food.
there.
Oh, I thought you'd been talking about.
They opened another downtown, right on the corner where, well, there was a Mexican place there, but that one closed down, they're going in there.
And they're going right up by the old Walmart too,
Yeah, I
or the
see
old
that. I
Sam's
wonder if
Club,
they're
or
gonna do that now that they got.
the one downtown. Yeah,
Right.
interesting.
I see the sign still up, those really
Must be, yeah.
So have we decided where the best Mexican restaurant in town is?
Well, I'm not in town. I think the very best one is jalapenos down at Hot Springs.
I haven't eaten it.
Oh.
Haven't had it yet.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very good.
Is it Tex-Mex or is it?
No, it's
Uh-uh.
not Tex-Mex, it's legit Mexican.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
They got a really big menu.
really big menu.
It's just on that bypass through the hospital in Hot Springs.
Next door, yeah. next door to the
No, not running, it's not.
I guess what I
Mammoth Site.
call Tex-Mex. Me and Nicholas, we
Used to
did.
be a steak.
I'm not sure I haven't been.
So you need to go there.
There you go.
There he is.
Yeah.
Man. You want to sit right over here, Anthony?
I can make room.
So we're technically in recess right now, so we'll get back into the meeting here. Just like.
He didn't bring his big black bag and.
And he's got a different logo too.
Ooh, business cards are made, huh? Woo.
I got a friend who's
Yeah, it should still be rolling.
attorney and he does like a business breakfast thing.
Uh-huh.
Rapid tomorrow morning, so.
All right, let's
Get a card. Sure.
let's resume here. So we're now gonna reconvene at 3:15 instead of 3 o'clock. We had to wait for Anthony to arrive. for the next agenda item, which is the discussion on the contract with Anthony Theodoro and Company. Um, And so with that, I guess I would also like to thank Mr. James for setting us straight on the executive session and making sure that we only discuss permissible items in there. So thanks again, Mr. James. So, okay, with that, let's go ahead and go on to the next item on the agenda, which is the discussion as I mentioned. So Anthony, would you like to begin?
Sure, sure. So, Benish has done a bit of a reorganization and shuffle with the division that South Dakota is in, which is Nebraska. They consolidated two divisions into one, and that's under Omaha. And so, some of the, as you guys might know, Benish is very heavily transportation orientated. And so there's kind of two factions, one that want to just really do transportation only and that type of clientele, and others that want to do, that want to do operations, for example, like our Detroit office and what we do. And then there's some that are municipal services, so they're kind of in that middle ground, right? And so between the division reshuffling, having a new CEO elect, who's I think more geared in the transportation side of things, and just some of the differences I had in terms of the corporate policies. So I decided to part ways with Benish and just go out on my own. It helps me to reduce my overhead because the multiplier is pretty steep in a big company like Benish. And then also both John Burkhart and Neil Putnam resigned and are joining ADEC as well. So you'll have your planner and your contract operator. I wanted them to finish out the rest of the week because there's no one in the bench office. They basically closed operations in South Dakota. So we, and this has kind of been going on little by little, growing since last July, or since July of this year. So when we had a new CEO elect come in. So nobody really knew what changes would happen. I kind of was most skeptical that it would be good, but yeah, like my regional manager in Denver sort of kept dragging me back in. He's a very good engineer, very solid person.
His name is?
Bill F.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's very good. My boss too, Tony Dirks, is an excellent guy, and like we still have a great working relationship. I'm not in any kind of fight with Benish at all. It's really more of a, this is what we decided to do, and you're cool, whatever the clients want. They all committed to supporting whatever the clients want to do. They're not going to fight about contracts or anything like that. They understand that they don't have staff here. We had one intern, Sierra, who is still in school until December, and then she graduates, and I don't know what she'll do, but we'll have to see. I haven't talked to her, but she's probably someone who could work in transportation remotely, and they don't need an office for her if she wants to do that. But I'll let her kind of reach out. But I'm sure I could use her as a drafts person. I need another one actually. So yeah, all my other clients are also have committed to staying with me at Apple Springs. All our developer clients. So actually, I haven't lost any clients that I picked up to since Monday.
So you have Apple Springs, you have Hill City?
Hill City, I haven't spoken with. That's really more Neil's thing, and Neil resigned today. So we'll probably be going up there to talk to them. The big thing with Hill City is that they don't have a certified floodplain manager that's there. The person registered is actually the former city manager. So I was trying to figure out what we can do to put someone in that role that's appropriate. So that's why I sent everybody Dan Fife's resume. So Dan Fife is a colleague of mine from KLJ. He's based in Fargo, North Dakota, but he went to the School of Mines. So he comes to the hills all the time. And he has had a trajectory in the corporate world very much like me. So he was on his own for a long time. He was in Texas, and then joined KLJ, didn't appreciate how he was being basically enslaved and squeezed for 60. He'll work 60, 70 hours. He was working the day his son was born. He was working.
Oh.
He was finishing our Battle Creek model, and he was in the hospital with his wife.
Oh.
And so Maria, who I introduced you from Venice, she took Dan's model, reviewed it, wrote a letter, and sent it to the state to get our loaner that we didn't need one, right? That it wasn't. But Dan's the one who spent all the hard work on the model of the Battle Creek. That's what we need to do for the FEMA grant. He was crucial in that, and so to prevent like recreating or rewriting, reinventing the wheel, it's best to just take kind of some of the inputs that Benish had been collecting in the Kansas office and get those to Dan, and then he can do it. And then, Dan's willing to be the town certified floodplain manager. How can him come and meet you and Hill City and the town of Wasta?
So what will Neil's position be?
Planner, he's still his role, yeah. So,
And do you have Keystone?
no,
No.
I never did.
You never.
I was just helping their operator with that big problem they had when they dumped all their pools.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So who else do you have? Just curious. You don't have to tell
In
me.
terms
But.
of municipalities?
Yeah.
So I do still service, a little bit of needs when their walls start falling down and stuff into the roads and
Mm.
that type of thing. And
Okay.
now we've got, the sewer issues that we've identified. So,
Mhm.
but other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, you and Apple Springs are always my two main communities, and then I put a lot of civil, like contractor or developer projects. So.
All right. Thank you.
Aaron, are you okay for time?
I told Phil I might be late. He's fine.
Okay, is there anything that you want to make sure we covered in case you had to leave early?
I think we've got it. Sounds like it's, the only thing was is this something we're gonna have to bid?
Yeah, I think if you bid it the first time,
Well, we didn't really bid
Uh-uh.
it because if you can pass that down, then please. We just it went from a KLJ contract to a Benish contract, it looks like.
So you just looked at that list?
Yeah, so Jerry Stiles put out a RFQ for engineers.
Mhm.
And I at that time was working at KLJ. And so we were the successful engineers, myself and Dana Foreman. And then Dana never really serviced you because he was planning on leaving. So I didn't know till later that's why he never was helping me with Hermosa because he didn't want to get started in it. So he went off to form DGR. I later went off to form Benish. And then now Benish is basically closing up shop. So I would still comply to the Brooks Act if we ever needed to apply to federal funding, because I won a competitive bid that was put together.
Mm-hmm.
In the state of South Dakota, it's the engineer, not the company, that gets sworn in.
So yeah, as an individual.
Yeah, like in Hill City, although we're the building official and planner, Joe Noble from AE2S is still considered the town engineer. Joe ever left, it would still be Joe.
So on this list, what on this list can you and your company complete for us?
Everything.
Everything. The brick grant. Bridget has said that's a little touchy, maybe.
Maybe if we did an RFQ and all the key staff from Benish were in your RFQ and we didn't have any other bidders. So we were the only bidder. So likely if you were, you could, and that one is, like I said, it's the FEMA type thing. So, you could opt to do another bid, but it would be very unlikely that anyone would ever participate in it. Just like they did the last time. So. The only person that we're switching out from the key staff in that, because Neil was in it, I was in it, all those key staff. So Neil's our public relations, I'm doing all this, the sewer and condition assessment of the I&I. And then, Maria was a CFM that was in it, but, Dan Fife would take her place, who has a better knowledge of our floodplain. So,
Okay, so then I guess for me to be comfortable, I would need you to talk to Bridget and explain all that, because she's a little concerned, you know? And we don't wanna go through this all again, we just wanna get this done without
yeah,
hassle. If it comes down to it, can you, could you like be Hermosa's consultant and work with Benish to get this completed? Or would that, you don't think that'll be necessary?
I don't think it'd be necessary. I still have to be the project manager because I'm the local engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted to sub-consult them, I guess, or I don't know how that would be. It's like you have a prime and then you have a sub, right? So the prime is the one responsible for the project. So that would need to be me as your project manager. You know, would I sub out to Benish or would I just have my CFM do it? Because ideally we would have him become the town CFM. So that way, when people come in, he's got the latest model. He can make sure, determine that it doesn't rise for more than a foot and allow people to build. So it would be awkward to have two different models with two different CFMs. Maria in Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, it's a little bit tough. It was what we had at the time, so.
As long as it's cleared with Bridget and the FEMA, it's fine by me. I just wanna make sure that we can move forward without redoing any,
She,
any of the paper, any of the financial.
yeah, she told me that, she was gonna check it all out, but she thought at the very least, at the worst case scenario, it would be, let's, we'll put it out bid for 2 weeks or something and see if anybody is interested. But I don't know, she wasn't sure if that was necessary or not,
Okay.
given the fact that the key personnel, and it's a RFQ, so it's all about qualifications and not price, so.
And as far as standings with the state, have you done everything that you need to do to, or is there anything that needs to be done for you to be, state certified that you already aren't, or you already are and you don't have to do anything?
So I've had a registered engineering firm in South Dakota since 2018 when I got my South Dakota license. So South Dakota is different. Even though I wasn't even living here, I was in Michigan. They make you register a business with the state of South Dakota to assign to you. So I've actually had a business, Anthony Theodoro PE, since I got my South Dakota license. Now I've talked to DLR because it's a little bit of a variation of the name. And it's, on their end, they need to kind of like reinstate it because I was working at Benish, so I didn't need to maintain, and KLJ, so I didn't need to maintain that. But I already registered with the Secretary of State and everything, so, and I have an EIN and all that stuff, so. As a-tech, so, yeah, my wife's a tax accountant.
Good, good. Okay.
So just curious, so Benish, you said like the transportation. So your focus, I guess, with your company is gonna be municipal wastewater and water, right? You're gonna
Yes.
kind of compartmentalize down to that.
Yep, civil, water, and wastewater.
Cool.
And your, price quotes, you're not done with, I presume, yet?
Well, they're less than the hourly that Benish has got. I think that, what we'll do is I'll take, the remainder budgets and kind of figure out, I'll try to break them up into scope and fees. So what's left, so I'll make a summary of what's left on each, what's left to be done, and then I'll show my hourly or my staff's hourly, and then you can see that, there can be some price reductions. I had one that, Benish, we put a proposal out in Texas, and, it's just the way their multipliers are, it was like $58,000.
Come on in.
So just to give you kind of a comparison, they were 58,000, and when I did it and with my multiplier was, 40. So, and that's a lot of stuff that is travel and stuff that was similar, same. So I think it could be even better than that in terms of the ratio.
Is there anything different that you would expect out of us than how we've dealt with you before?
No, I don't think so. I've been an engineer for 20 years, and 10 of those years I was a self-employed engineer at my own company, the first 10. So,
Are there gonna be any resources that were available through Benish that'll be harder to get access to now? Like
No,
grant writing, things like that?
what's that?
Like grant writing, things like that?
No, because Neil's good at grant writing, and that's going to be part of his role. And he was already doing that with Faith Lamb and Freddie Velasquez. Dan Fife is really good because his knowledge is he was at KLJ, then he left and went to he worked for Steve that founded 82S. Steve went off on his own and did really well with Steve, and that's where he picked up, things like grant writing in that realm, and also bidding and proposals and marketing, and so he's got a lot of that to offer through all the softwares he's invested in. And so I'll be using those resources just like I have mine in wastewater. So.
Very good. Good deal.
Have you figured out an office space yet?
I got people busting down my door to give me an office space. I have not decided where I'm going to go, but I got a lot of people in a hurry for me to go into a space. So.
Mr. James, do you have any questions for them or concerns that with anything that you've heard so far?
No, I'm not, I think I may need to do a little bit more research with the bidding question. Nothing for him particularly. These minutes I looked at, I mean, it doesn't say that we're appointing the individual, it just says that we discontinue KLJ, we're looking for a management company. So I don't know, that's the only issue I have, and it's not an issue with him, it's just an issue, is there a procedural hurdle here?
Okay. We do also have a office for Anthony as the town engineer. Have you seen that?
I don't have.
Okay, we'll make sure you get that.
We may need to go back in time to before, like the initial, when Jerry did that, what was it called? Basically performance-based, like who's the best engineer for the job here, rather than who's gonna, so it's not based on like a bid per se in the form of price, it's.
Criteria.
Yeah, so I can work with Harry and see if I can make sure, poke around and find all that stuff and then send it to Scott.
Okay, great. Thank you. Do you have any questions or concerns or anything?
No one really, but with Benish, have we paid for any future work or supposed work or?
Well,
Usually after when we pay. It's usually after when we pay, when the work's completed.
yeah, so right now we're kind of in a holding pattern with them. I talked to Anthony Dirks there and let him know that we need to pause while Hermosa kind of regroups and figures out what we're gonna do moving forward. So they are going with that for now. And then whether we decide to go in the future, if there is an outstanding bill with them, then I guess we'll just add that.
Yeah, there were no projects that were like in the red or anything that would cause a lot of concern. All projects had budget left, as you can see, and so like it's just a matter of they have to be compensated, and I would advise to compensate them for everything they've done. They, stop them from working. Really, the only one I was concerned about was the FEMA grant, because there's quite a few team members that are like not here. So, one of the things they do, which I kind of had some issue with, is I don't approve those people's hours. Their particular supervisor approves the hours, but has no idea what we're doing. So they'll just be like, oh, that's ours over in South Dakota. That's gotta be okay. And it could be 3 times what they should be putting on the job. And I have to catch it before it gets too far. Then I have to do a labor transfer if it goes too far. And that was giving me heartburn for sure. Happened a couple of times, it was bad. Not here, I think. It never happened here, but it happened once in development.
I guess the only other question, while we kind of, there's, I guess, still information to gather, things, still things to be pieced through, but like, if we have a permit come in tomorrow, like, how are we gonna?
Well, I've told Neil and John to keep working as they would be working. We'll have everything in place, I'm sure, before there's any kind of hiccup. And so they're doing their duties as they would. So
So we can move forward business as usual for the time being?
I just gotta say, congratulations in person. I think it's awesome.
it's one of those deals where you don't really, you don't have the control to decide. It's just, it happens. It develops on its own. So I didn't make the decision. I still had a lot of hope that I could change a corporate policy, but maybe that was naive. I had to give it a try. It's not possible.
So now you set your own.
That's how I always was, right? I started out like that in college. That's
Very good.
Yeah, so I think we do need to, keep our ducks in a row procedurally though. And so I am a little bit, I do question a little bit if we do get a permit to come in. Should we send it to Neil, who presumably is now working for ATAC instead of Finish, but we don't have an agreement with ATAC yet, and we do have an agreement with Finish. So, I think at least in my opinion, that we should maybe put things on hold right here where we're at and deal with things the way that we can until we get all of the procedural stuff and administrative things done. And just make sure that we know explicitly what we're doing and what we're supposed to be doing. And I appreciate Anthony's willingness to jump in and immediately get stuff started, but I do think we need to kind of keep our ducks in a row and make sure that, we don't have to go to bid or anything like that. And, and it's nothing against you at all, Anthony. So,
Well, the reason I thought that was appropriate is because you also swore Neil Putnam in as your town planner. So he kind of has that oath of office that he needs to maintain. How that all shakes out later is more or less a formality. And we're about a month, we're always a month out anyways on things, so.
okay. Mr. James, it sounds like we still need to research to find out specifically, since the oath of offices are with the individual. And it's incumbent listed. So in your advisement, do you think we should just kind of put it on hold for now?
Yeah, I'll try to get you a quick answer on that best I can. I will say that if the board makes the decision to go forward with Anthony's company on any of this stuff, I think that we need to immediately then trigger that provision in this contract and finish, say, hey, we're giving you the 7-day notice, we need to make sure we're doing that and crossing that T and dotting the I. Because if we don't do that, then we may have some claim that we're bidding out there or we're working on projects that we haven't agreed with them to do. So,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It is to agree and follow up with what James said, it does give them a bit of stress advantage to know or feel like they have liability. They're not trying to like capture contracts, they're trying to mitigate risk right now. So they're not interested in any of this. They just want to make sure that you're happy and that they're not going to get sued for any reason. Like something happens and it was on their watch. So like, that's why I had advised John, he was going to kind of finish out the week anyways, and there's something on Friday, a bid opening. But I told him, you need to let them know your intentions so that they can adjust accordingly and not think that, because there's sampling that needs to be done, like in Apple Springs, we have to report to the state. So you're in charge of a public drinking water, two public drinking water systems. So that's the stress that they have. So that's kind of important. By triggering that, it alleviates them of the stress.
Okay.
So we should probably just go ahead and put that for next week's agenda, put that on there.
Meeting.
And that, I mean, it's not today, but it's probably soon enough, right? I don't see that.
Yeah, and we're not gonna be able to make any kind of decision on that today, Anthony, but put it on the agenda for this upcoming Tuesday's meeting. And,
We'll have more information by then anyway, probably a lot more.
yeah, we should have, like, is that gonna be enough time for you to generate your opinion, Mr. James?
I'll get it done.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
I understand the urgency of this one.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, do you have any comments or questions, Mark?
So the Banish office is completely closed here then?
So they have the lease still. They did offer if I would take well, they said it's negotiable for me to take over the lease. But then I got jumped on by a lot of clients I have that have buildings they want to rent, so I just, because I'm getting fought for where I put my office, I just kind of said, let me get over these contractual hurdles first, and then.
We gotta find
our
our space.
space.
So
We're gonna put-
Banish is.
I thought of that and thought of that.
They're done with us.
They're done with South Dakota.
Okay, well, we don't have any choice then.
Well, they're not wording it that way though.
Yeah.
They are being careful so that they're not sued on their end.
Sure.
So, but yes, I would say they are done, and I would say that other than what we would have to, that the board is pretty much agreed amongst ourselves that we would prefer to go with Anthony, but we just need the time to make all the official things. So, yes. I'll just give you my opinion, and I could very possibly be wrong. I mean, they're a huge company. Western South Dakota is,
Sure, no, yeah.
I mean, it's a needle in a haystack to them. And it's no money not the kind of money that they are used to dealing with. That's my feeling on the matter, but that's,
Just one other quick question. So if we just kind of do transfers or this new company you have, I know most as an engineer, most of your licenses stick with you, right?
Mhm.
What about insurance, certificates, state licenses? Do we have all that on file for you?
I'll have to get you my professional liability insurance, but beyond that, you have everything already.
As long as we have all that, at least we're covered, you know? That's-
You're hung on.
you're stuck.
I mean,
Well, that's what I said. I said, Anthony is the face that we have come to acknowledge, respect, trust, and enjoy. To be very honest,
but
you
it
know?
would be a shame to
Yeah.
try and start a new relationship with somebody. It just wouldn't make.
Yeah.
So as long as the T's are crossed and the I's dotted and the S's squiggly, we should be good.
Yeah, I've also tried to alleviate some of their concerns at Benish by saying that I agree to sign, stamp plans that are maybe like out to bid, but haven't been stamped. They had a revision done.
Okay.
And I said I had no problem stamping those plans. So they don't have to pull, like Tony Dirt doesn't have to pull his stamp out, and now he has to be certain. Like he has to learn it from scratch what was going on in that project. So that gave them a lot of, so we're not, and then, we have some projects outside of South Dakota, and I said, in those instances, don't retract your proposals if I was the key person, like in Michigan. I said, allow them to sign it and I'll be your self-consultant. And I'll help you deliver the project. So that's the relationship we have. It's just, there's some differences of opinion in the high corporate area. And most of the people in Venice were shocked actually when we made that decision. So,
It's quite a decision you made.
well, they have to return my shares. I'm an owner.
Mhm.
So, would you be available to do, a call with me, you and Bridget, and guess whomever on the board would like to join too. And then we can go over that side of it and make sure that we have all of our questions and concerns answered. And then if there's any other things that come up, we need to research further, then we'll try to get that done before the meeting. Second one for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think I don't have anything else. Is there any final thoughts or questions from anybody?
Just one quick. You said they got to return shares, so you actually own a small chunk of this office,
Of the company.
of the company?
Yeah.
I would think that would make transferring this contract just a slight bit easier too.
Yeah, it's employee owned, but they're not publicly traded. So they offer them to select people in the company.
Sure.
So,
So you're gonna cash that, it's none of my business. You're gonna cash that in for your own business or you're gonna keep it?
same amount as what's left to complete my PhD, so I'm gonna give it to the school.
There you go, okay. That works out, doesn't it? Mhm.
Okay.
That's another part of it. I'm gonna finish my PhD, so that helps me.
Do you have any questions or concerns, Terry, that you want to ask Anthony before we close it up?
No.
Okay, very good. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, this, per the agenda, this was just meant to be a discussion, so we do have items from constituents on there. So do we have any items out there, people? Okay, very good. Trustee input, Donna?
Well, I think we're going in the right direction. God is above water now with all the projects he's done, and I think he's done a great job, and he's pretty well accepted around the community as our engineer.
Okay, thank you. Linda?
I'll ditto that. And just know that, is there anything that we can do for you that will help you to start your company?
No, just, let's keep working on getting all these projects done, and we have a bunch in the pipeline here. We have a lot of big things that are, like, I know they're gonna move forward here in Hermosa. We just don't have everything ready yet to let everybody in town know. We've had some investment come into town that's gonna really help, in economic development, so.
Okay, Eric?
Yeah, just another path to take, another new opportunity, right?
Yep, yeah, and I look forward to working with Anthony. Hopefully we can make it work and doing some economic development projects as well as finishing our infrastructure projects and really moving the town forward and helping to offset the additional costs that all these infrastructure upgrades necessarily entail. So anyways, thanks again, Anthony. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion we adjourn at
3:47.
47.
I'll second that motion.
I'll make the motion, Linda seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, thank you very much. Meeting
Is
adjourned.
this your cell number?
Yeah.